everybody, today I'm going to teach you how to draw a really cool portrait of somebody trying to catch some snowflakes. Let's get started. Alright, so what we're going to need to draw our snowflake scene is a pencil, eraser, a black marker, and something to color with. And I'm going to use some watercolor. You could also use some colored pencils, crayons, markers, whatever you want to use to color. Alright, so for the first thing, we're going to draw the head. And we're going to draw it up over here on the top part of your page. You don't want the nose to be too close to this edge because we want to leave some space for the snowflakes. So the first thing I'm going to draw is a circle right here with a little bump coming off of it, and this is going to be where that nose is. So we drew a circle and a little bump on the top for the nose. We're also going to draw some ovals for the nostrils. We're going to draw a half circle for the mouth, so a big curve right here. And then a line going across there. So you have a half circle design. I'm then going to draw a curve here for the tongue. And then another curve on top. And those are going to be for the teeth. For the teeth, I'm going to draw some lines. Just 3 lines just to show the individual teeth. And here in the tongue area, that's where we're going to draw our first snowflake. And we're actually going to use that design later on for the environment. So for my first snowflake design, I'm just going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 U shapes, not connected to each other. And then I'm going to draw 4 more in more of a diagonal direction. Alright, now I have my first snowflake. And I could even draw some smaller ones in here if I wanted to, doing the same thing except just drawing some lines. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a really rounded, curvy rectangle down here, and that's going to be for the scarf. So right under the head, we're just going to draw like a real curvy, almost rectangular shape for that scarf. Then I'm going to draw 2 curves, one on the left and then one on the right for the body. And I'm going to draw a vertical line on the left and a vertical line on the right. Those are going to represent the arms. And then I want to draw a vertical line right down the middle of the body because this is going to be a jacket and we want there to be a zipper for the jacket and a little triangle for that zipper. Now we're going to go back to the scarf and add some more details to that scarf. I'll show one end of the scarf hanging down here on the jacket and some wiggly lines for those little frills at the end of scarves sometimes. Then I'm going to draw the other end of the scarf kind of blowing over here as if it's a little windy outside. Again, I'm going to draw some curves for those little frills on the other end of the scarf. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding some details to the scarf. I want this scarf to be a striped design. So I'm going to start drawing some straight lines within the scarf. And eventually I'm going to add a really interesting pattern. I'm also eventually going to add some striped colors within the jacket. So I'm going to add a line curving on this part of the jacket, on the top part, in the middle part, and then one more down here towards the bottom. The last part is going to be adding all the other kind of snowflakes in the sky. So I'm going to do some of them that are this design in the middle, and some of them are going to be the smaller design. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all my line work with this black marker. Now I'm just going to erase any pencil lines that I can still see. Now I'm going to start adding some color. I'm going to use some watercolors. Got my watercolor set. Got some water over here. Got a big brush. I've got a little brush. It's good to have a little paper towel if you are using watercolor. Let's say you maybe want to add some hair. You happen to have some longer hair, so you can actually see part of the hair in the back. If you have short hair, you're not really going to be able to see all that hair. So if you have longer hair, what you could do is you could add some lines that curve down the sides of the head. Maybe go a little bit past the scarf. And I'm just going to use some black hair because I already kind of colored in the background. So I just wanted to show you, if you wanted to, you could color in some black hair. If you wanted to add a different kind of color, then you would plan this a little bit in advance. That way you could decide on the color. Alright, so this was a really fun project, especially if it's snowing outside. This really kind of makes you feel like you're part of the environment, even when you're indoors. Alright everybody, I'll see you next time. Bye.